fall out. How do I know if Casey's good back there? Is he okay? He's good. Oh, really? Okay. Cool part for who's already been to some of these before? Oh, okay, good.
They know what's up, huh?
No, we got new cameras that are up here on the wall, as you see, and they're motorized, and Casey's back there moving them. And this is all going to be on YouTube. I said it's going to be on MySpace as well. Exactly.
Farmers only.
Farmers only. I'm Eric Raines of 95.9 Texas Country. Excited to do this again with these Texas Country Lounges where we have a lot of music, and it's kind of the first one of the year, so we're going to get it started with some of my great friends. Please make welcome Kin Faux.
She's drinking teardrops on the rocks with the whiskey chasing. Tell them band to play her one more cheating song. Drinking teardrops on the rocks with the whiskey chasing. She'll get over him if it takes her all night long, yeah. Well, we make it, we didn't make it past the first one. As those teardrops kept falling from those eyes, bartenders, bring another and make it a good one. She'll throw it back and begin to cry. Come on. She's drinking teardrops on the rocks with the whiskey chasing. Tell them band to play her one more cheating song. Drinking teardrops on the rocks with the whiskey chasing. She'll get over him if it takes her all night long. Oh, turn around, Emily Jean. One by one, those cowboys sat beside her, and the West couldn't dance and tried to take her home. Yeah, she's a beauty, oh, but she's a looker, and now she's hurting. Yeah, oh, and all she wants is just to be left alone. Y'all try with me, ready? She's drinking teardrops on the rocks with the whiskey chasing, yeah. Tell the band to play her one more cheating song, yeah. Drinking teardrops on the rocks with the whiskey chasing. She'll get over him if it takes her all night long. Oh, come on in. Y'all like the fiddle or what? Come on, baby. She's drinking teardrops on the rocks with the whiskey chasing. Tell them band to play her one more cheating song. Drinking teardrops on the rocks with the whiskey chasing. Get over him if it takes her all night long. She'll get over him if it takes her all night long. She'll get over him if it takes her all night long. Yeah, come on, baby. Thank y'all so much.
We're off. Kin Faux. Now, what do you say? It's always now we're part of the family since we're here. We're part of
Yes. Welcome to the faux family, y'all. It's never too early for little teardrops on the rock.
Excited to have you here. Rico. thanks for coming and hanging and doing this and agreeing to do this. Rico and I have known each other for a while, really since you guys got started, which was how many years ago?
Jake, what is that?
What a night.
9?
Isn't that wild, man?
Yeah.
Time flies. I remember, like, when we just starting this thing out, and then being like, oh, man, we've been in here for 3 years. You know, we've been doing this for 4 years. And now it's like,
Well, the first time I heard you
I'm
guys were
only
playing
40.
here, you guys were playing here in Austin with Kevin Fowler, and you guys did a bunch of shows. Talk about doing those with Fowler, and he kind of giving you guys a break.
first time I met Fowler, he invited us up on the bus. It was a sold-out show at Lukenbach, Texas, and we were still, long story short, the band was not from Texas, so there's a little insight there for history. It was formed in Michigan. Really? Did you know that? Yeah.
I just wanted to say, really?
Really? No, yeah. So then, anyways, long story short, I'm from San Antonio, so I met the boys up in Michigan, and we moved down here, and we did a couple tours, and we decided, you know what, call this place home because of this, exactly what y'all doing right now, radio, independent radio, and being an artist, independent artist, you can get your music out to radio. And so we moved here, and one of our first big shows was a sold-out show at Lukenbach with Kevin, and he invited us up on the bus and offered us chili, and I freaked out because I never had potatoes, like whole potatoes in my chili before. And I've had potato with chili on it, but it was like chili in the potato. You know what I mean?
So it's even worse than having beans in your chili? Is that what we're saying?
Do you like beans in your chili, Jay?
Honestly, anything Kevin Fowler gives us, we eat. Doesn't
That's
matter.
what he said. He's like,
Yeah, yes.
what'd you tell? You said, Kevin.
I'm like, if he gives you potatoes in the chili, you eat potatoes in the chili. and be grateful.
So yes, we owe him. You know, today's kind of like a Fowler day. We've been talking about him a lot. Yeah, we were just in Wimberley. You call that Fowlerville because he bought half the town. So, anyways, what was the question?
Well, no, just giving you guys a break because I felt like he's the guy that kind of introduced you guys around here to playing live.
Fowler and Randy Rogers. They both kind of gave us an opportunity and a chance to open up for them. And man, those are some of the most fun shows we had. I remember being in Laredo to like, I don't even know, 4,000 or 5,000 people, and it was a Randy show. And it was the first time we ever rented a tour bus, and we're out there and like, man, this is crazy. And that was year 3 probably. And it was like, is this what Texas is at? Like, is this what Texas is? And then like we learned really fast that it's like, no, it's a lot of hard work and grinding.
Yeah.
Back in the white van.
Yeah, you guys have been grinding, but it is the part that I love about our scene. I call it our scene because it is. And there's a lot of love out there where some of these artists bringing somebody on stage or on the bus or giving them a chance to open up, and you guys have had ample opportunity. In fact, I got to see you last summer open up for Ted Nugent, which is the fact that Kin Faux is on Ted Nugent. And it was a Ted Nugent crowd, but you guys won the crowd over.
That was a wild crowd. I remember talking about getting your first like negative review, like, you know, or your first bad grade at school. You know, we had. I mean, I'll say it. We had some guy from Michigan, actually from the city that I lived in, and they're a big Nugent fan. And he's like, "What are these country? They're too country for the Ted Nugent." They said a lot more other things, but anyways, I was like, "Oh, you know, I'm never doing it with, you know." But no, Ted was awesome. Yeah, and that was another huge deal. You know, it's like you don't realize, you know, Ted is very what's the word? He has hard opinions. Like, you know, he's strong opinions, and I love it. But same time, like his music, you can't deny the fact that he's a rock legend, right? So we're just so lucky to do that. And yeah, you were at that show. I remember.
I loved it. It was a great time. I mean, Ted come out and play guitar solo and national anthem, and flags were flying, and the Motor City Madman. But you guys, of course, went out there and you know, had the Faux family, and it's interesting. There are times when you guys probably had experienced this before. It's not your show. You get picked to open up the show, and it's your job to win them over. And I felt like a rock concert, you guys won the crowd over, and sometimes that's your job.
Yeah, man, they were doing like donuts in the parking lot.
Well, the first 4 songs, I mean, I was looking down the front row, and they were like,
There's like stoic, the first row, you know.
Bring on Ted. Where's Ted Nugent?
Who's? Oh, I can't say it. Are we on radio right now?
We're on yes, we're on radio, and we're
Just
on
kidding.
for the first time we're on YouTube Live. No, we won't repeat what was said, but I enjoyed that night. I had a great time.
No, but okay, overall, you're right, man. What I love, and I know Jakey, we talk about this all the time, is the fact that the opportunity we had in the beginning from people that gave us the chance to open up for them and to be a part, to grow our brand. And you can't. There's nothing like this in the world anywhere else. I'll tell you about it, in the country. You know, we've traveled from Alaska to the Florida Keys, and there's something special about, what did you call it? It was like our industry.
It's our scene.
Our scene, because it allows small artists like us to be able to do this for a living, to be able to follow our dreams. You know, that someday hopefully we do get to that Randy Rogers level or that Kevin Fowler level. You know, and we're working hard to do that. And so I think this is. Yeah, we want to pay it forward. I know that we're not like the big names in the industry, but we do have times where it's like, hey, we have some up and comers that are just starting out. I mean, can I tell a quick story real fast?
Absolutely.
So we were playing Florida's Country Store, right? And this young kid came in there with his mom, and he was from Houston or you remember where he was from?
Up and down.
Oh, Dallas. Okay, sorry, way off. But anyways,
Geography's tough, man.
yeah, dude, I never did geometry or what?
Yeah,
That's why you're in a
I'm
band,
joking.
Rico.
So basically, he walked in there and he was on a he played a gig a little north of San Antonio, and he's like, I was close enough to San Antonio that I wanted to check out Florida's Country Store because I've seen it, I've heard about it. So he came, you know, and he drove the extra couple hours down to see it, and he wasn't playing a show or anything, but he got there and he walked in and we were setting up for our show that night, and you know came up to me and like, sir, is it okay if we take some pictures just while you guys are setting up? And so we're like, no problem. And then in fact, Jakey's so hospitable. He's like, let's get him on stage. And so we put him on stage on a stool and got him like a little photo shoot, you know. And
Nice.
he wasn't planning
No
on
one
it.
does that, by the
No.
way.
And you know, and he's like, this is so crazy, this is cool. And I was like, you know what? Let me check this out. Have you been to the green room, Willie Nelson's old apartment? He's like, what? So we brought him into the green room, and you could see the dream in his eyes, you know, the dream that we had, that we still have, but. And it was like cool. We're like paying it forward a little bit. He's getting experiences, and it was no big deal. It was just like we just showed him around. We didn't like give him anything, but that put me back like to year 2 or 1 or 2, and thinking we stood on that Florida's Country Store stage one night, and we all got in our positions. I got in the middle of the stage. Jake got to his side. The bass player, you know, drummer stood in the back. And someday, boys, we're gonna be on the stage. And then we played it, and we've done it with Randall King. You know, and it's just like love this industry, man.
Kin Faux, one of our favorite bands as far as entertaining, and of course, I always love to party with Rico too. Off stage earlier, Rico had tequila. Play us the song.
All right. Hang on. My hands are hot, so they got the strings all warm. All right, cool. This is a little two-stepper off the first album called Water on a Stone. I've been hanging out in all the places girl used to go. Little by little I've been racing. I keep tracing, no escaping what I used to know. I've been a rock, I've been an island. I always thought that I moved on. Girl, I guess there's no denying or hiding, and I'm dying. In the end, I'm not that strong. Looked like I was gonna make it. I came close, but now I know. Beat it down, you'll finally break it. I guess it took its toll. Oh, it's like water on a stone. Like rain falling on pebble. It might take 1,000,000 years. Oh, in the end, the stone break. No mistake. In the end, there's no running from those tears. Yeah. Looked like I was gonna make it. I came close, but now I know. Beat it till you finally break it. I guess it took its toll. Oh, it's like water on a stone. It looked like I was gonna make it. I came close, but now I know. Beat it down, you finally break it. I guess it took its toll. It's like water on a stone. Water on a stone. Water on a stone. Water on a stone. Thank y'all.
Kin Faux hanging out live in our Texas Country Lounge with 95.9 Texas Country. I guess I'm being rude. We haven't introduced the newest member of the band. And talk about some changes that you've had in the band and for the good.
Well, like everything, things grow, right?
Yeah.
And we're thankful that after these years that we've been able to grow a little bit. And that grew. Yes, so we've been thankful to be able to grow. And so for the past couple of years, we've had this beautiful lady hanging out with us as our videographer and photographer. And, you know, and she's an amazing videographer and photographer, by the way. And we met her in Austin. She's from New Mexico. Talking for you. And then after a couple of years, I proposed to her, and we're engaged now, and she's in the band. Miss Emily Jean, y'all. 4-time state fiddle champion, by the way. Yeah. Gives you a run for your money.
And there's nothing like twin fiddles in a band. You rarely get that. Where did you get did you bling yourself, or did you?
I did. Actually, I did this like an hour before we played at Green Hall. And it was very
It's very bedazzled. I think it's incredible.
Thank you. My
Did it weigh your bow down to do that? Did it change the bow?
Not really.
Okay.
I can't tell a difference. It's worth it.
It looks great.
Yes.
Thank you.
So she's the newest member of the band, and she's killing it, right, Jakey?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And Jakey and I, Jakey and I are original members. You know, we do this together. He's my brother from another mother. I tell people, and I'll say it all the time, that, you know, I've always wanted a big brother, and I didn't have one, but God gave me Jakey, so I got Jakey. Yeah, aww.
Wow.
Everybody say, aww.
Feeling the love, a faux family.
Yeah, it's all fam. But yeah, so then it was actually Jakey's idea to be like, hey, you know what? She's a great photographer, but let's put her on stage. And so.
Did you know she could play fiddle like she does and sing before all this happened? Clearly, or is this like she's the photographer and videographer, and oh yeah, by the way, I play fiddle. Is that how that happened?
Well, that's how we kind of met. She played with a band out of Austin area, and they opened up for us here in town actually. And I remember changing and backstage, and I was like changing, and I was putting my pants on, and all of a sudden I was like, you know. Not to be rude or anything, but you hear
one leg at a time.
One leg. You hear fiddle players, right? And you have sometimes they're like, oh hey, some guys like I'm playing fiddle, cool, you know, but it's like cat scratch, you know. It's like so, but then all of a sudden like I'm changing and I hear this beautiful angelic tone. And I'm like, that's really good. So like I dressed real fast and I went out on a side stage. And I was just watching her. And I was like, oh wow.
Love at first sight, right? And I do talk about that all the time. I think you and I have had this conversation before with fiddle. Back in the old days, there was no tuners. Some of the classic songs that we've listened to, they're so out of tune. The fiddle it's like, did they not know how to tune? I mean, even some of the biggest hits that you hear on the radio on a daily basis, some of those classic songs, the fiddle, and it's one of the hardest. If y'all see right here, there's no frets. There's nowhere to go. The guitar has frets. None on the fiddle. Makes it very hard to find that note. Do y'all sense the same thing over the years, all the bad?
Jakey, do I have a problem with tuning? It's one of the hardest things.
Yep.
I mean, it's not as bad as a steel guitar, though, but that's even harder. But I think depending on weather, I mean, weather outside, if we're playing a cold gig or a hot gig, I mean, these are wood instruments, and they constantly go out of tune. So, I mean, you're constantly trying to find the right note, and I mean, even Jakey, tuning all the time. And for me, Eric, you've seen our show live. It's bam, 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 song. We're going, and I usually go through like 4 shirts because I'm so hot and sweaty. It's just like it's really crazy. I forget the tune, but I'm like, hey, it's good enough.
Close
right?
enough, right?
Yeah.
Play some of this song. What are you gonna do? Tell us about the song.
Well, this is gonna be in tune though.
Okay.
This song right here it's a song called Plainview, and it was actually written by a buddy of ours named Bernie Nelson. Bernie, he wrote a few hits for a guy named George Jones and Montgomery Gentry, and we met him in Michigan, and of all places, and he lived in Nashville, and we used, at the time, and we went up and started riding with him, and in the industry, just like George Strait, he didn't write all his #1 hits. I don't know if you guys know that, and it's crazy, right? You didn't write any of them. I didn't say it, George. This lady in the front right here. What's your name? I'm just kidding. No, but so this one, a good song is a good song, I think, right, Jake?
That's right.
So and we love this song. We heard it, and we're like, let's put the Kin Faux stamp on it. It's called Plainview. Through my saddle, the bed of my truck, I loaded her up with all my stuff, hit the highway, and just like that I was gone. Guess forever didn't get here before she changed her mind. Guess I never know where it was I went wrong. But I'll be alright once I cross that Texas line. 'Cause I've heard it's a pretty big place to hide. A little north of Lubbock, just south of Amarillo, there's a place I go to find some solitude. If you ever change your mind, I won't be that hard to find. Yeah, I'll be right here, hiding down in Plainview. Population 21,388. Make it 389 by the time I get there. Don't need any love in the soul beat up truck. I'll just play right in, and I'll be alright right now, man. I swear I'll be there a little north of Lubbock, just south of Amarillo. There's a place I go to find some solitude. If you ever change your mind, I won't be that hard to find. Yeah, I'll be right here, hiding down in Plainview. Come on! Maybe someday I'll see you hang around. Well, can't shove all this one hearted tale. A little north of Lubbock, just south of Amarillo, there's a place I go to find some solitude. If you ever change your mind, I won't be that hard to find. Yeah, I'll be right here, hiding down and playing. Baby, I'm right here, hiding down and playing. Let's try to play a little country music. What y'all say? Come on.
All right, here we go. Big hand, that was great. Ah. Somebody's got a buzz. Who's buzzing? Buzzing, buddy. You know what? It's twin fiddles that I actually love. You know, you can't beat those. Those are hard to get. I've heard you do it before, but not with someone you're married to. So,
Wait, we ain't married yet, bro.
oh, you're not married yet.
We're engaged.
You're engaged. All right. When's the wedding?
I don't know yet.
We're so busy, you know.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to get some work done. Go ahead and plan that wedding out right here. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, though, when I've been on stage before and had these conversations when boyfriend, girlfriend are in the same band, or husband and wife. Interesting dynamic, because you get in an argument or fight, you still got to take it to stage. Can you cut it off and go straight to the stage? Or maybe y'all never fight. But bands do that in general. Is it harder when you're in love with the person that's on stage with you?
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. We've been together almost 3 years and we're still in the honeymoon. We haven't.
It's working out, so you don't have to change it at this point, right?
Yeah, I think we're good. I mean, I feel like she has a lot more fans than I do, so I'd probably sit back and do the show.
Right? Let it happen. I've told you before and told you off the air. We even talked about it before you came on. One of my favorite bands to see live. Have you, any of y'all seen Kin Faux live? Any of y'all out here? Crowd goes wild. All right. Because I do think, and I've had a conversation with Rico, and I've texted before, even after Ted Nugent. I'm like, man, you won the crowd. It's interesting. I've seen you guys open up a show before, and it wasn't your show. It wasn't a Kin Faux show, meaning people were there. You're on a festival, whatever, and I'm inside the building. And I don't want to say the show in case somebody hears who it was, but you weren't the headliner. The headliner who everybody came to see that night, but y'all are the best band there that night. Y'all won the crowd that night, and that's hard to do, to take a crowd and turn it and win the crowd. And you text me back and you said, yeah, but I think we played too many cover songs. And I said, never apologize for entertaining a crowd, especially that night when you got a standing ovation, when you could hear the howl from inside the building that I was listening to. So,
You know, like,
yeah.
okay, sorry. it's always a challenge when you're writing out those set lists for stuff like that. You know, you got me thinking, because you want to keep the crowd going, right? I don't dog anybody that just sits up there with a guitar and sings. I mean, George Strait did it for years. He's selling out arenas. But for me personally, I like to take the Neil McCoy approach, the Fowler approach, the Garth Brooks approach of, I mean, if they're not sweating, and if they're not screaming and having a good time, and we're not giving them something that they're gonna go home and be like, man, that was crazy. Like, then we're not doing it right, you know? And I think that's what we strive to do every show.
Entertaining is part of the business. You mentioned Neil McCoy. That guy's hard to beat on stage.
Dude, yes. Sorry.
No one beats Neil McCoy as far as his entertainment. Because I feel like Neil goes on stage and doesn't have a set list. He just starts ripping off the people that he has in front of him. And it's almost a stand-up comedy show in essence.
We opened up for him at Silver Saloon in Terrell, Texas, and he walked in his sweatpants and his hat was to the side like this. And he did. And he's like, "What's up, y'all? My name's Thug Nasty." And I was like, "Oh, this is how we're starting the night. This is how the night's gonna go." You know, and sure enough, watching him on stage, the way he danced, you know, and the way he had the crowd, he was a huge influence to me personally as a frontman. Him, the way he just didn't care, like he was himself on stage, you know, and that takes a lot for any artist, I think. I mean, and I'm gonna throw Jake under the bus here because Jakey's all over the stage now, and he's high energy, but before he wasn't, you know, he was kind of chill. He was just sat there and he shredded his guitar. You know, but I think we've all come into our own is what I'm trying to say. And so for me, Neil, as a frontman, he was a huge influence. I was like, man, I got to just be ourselves and, like, have the energy. And then, of course, Fowler, you know, his crowd work with the mic and stuff. So, like, I mean, when you're writing those sets for those shows, I'm always afraid to do too many covers because, I mean, you want to be seen as a cover band. But they're fun, and the people love them. And the thing is, it's a hard balance to teach people your songs and do others. But now, the more we do our songs, I'm starting to hear people are singing them back now throughout the years. And it's like, that's cool. Like when you hear somebody sing the chorus, you can jump off the mic and they're singing the chorus back to you.
Is it the most rewarding thing you do after you fought hard to get up on stage and write these songs and they start going from one row where it's mom and dad and your family to the second where it's actually fans?
My mom don't even come to the shows no more.
Exactly. You can only beg so many times for your friends to show up, right?
Yeah, I was like, Mom, we're playing Green Hall. She's like, is that
that's nice, honey.
Yeah, she's like, is that the one where there's a bunch of people? I was like, yeah. She's like, I'll see you next. Yeah.
Do us another song. I won't ask you to do a cover, though, yet. That's coming, though.
Yeah, if you mind we play one of ours?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we just talked about covers, but this song right here. This song is one of my favorite songs. And excuse me, we just got off the road. This past week, I had 4 shows straight in a row, and we haven't done that in a while. And we rehearse every day, literally with the band. I know that sounds crazy, but this is our job, right? So my voice is a little tired, but I'm doing my best. This song right here is crazy story. It was pitched to Cody Johnson, and he chose the song that went crazy, Till You Can't, instead. And so we're like, hey, we'll take that. And this song right here was #1 for 5 weeks because of your support too, man. Thank you so much to radio. And it ended up being one of our biggest songs. It's called My Kind of Weather. Chain link porch with nothing to do. Sit and watch that sun swamp out with the moon. Yeah, a fresh coat of paint might make it look better. It's my kind of weather. Bible on a dashing granddad's truck. Oh, Sunday morning when it's all done up, and a cowboy's hands holding old love letters. It's my kind of weather. 'Cause if it's beat up, broke down, and worn in, I'd keep it real. There's something about all of that I've been showing on Granny's face. Everyone's got a story that you can't erase. Can't put a price on it 'cause it can't be measured. It's my kind of weather. 'Cause if it's beat up, broke down, worn down, I'd keep it around. There's something about all of that nothing, old things, a little bit of dust. Well, it don't mean it ain't worth nothing. It ain't worth keeping forever. It's my kind of weather. It's my kind of weather. So you know that we can't do this without support from people like y'all, right? I hope you know that. So thank y'all for being here today to support this. Thank you, Eric, for having us. Cracks in the leather on a saddle seat. Oh, everything weathered is a lot like me. 'Cause if it's beat up and broke down and worn out, I'd keep it around. There's something about all of that nothing, old things, a little bit of dust. Well, it don't mean it ain't worth nothing if it ain't worth keeping forever. Oh, well, it ain't worth nothing if it ain't worth keeping forever. It's my kind of weather. It's my kind of weather. Hey, hey.
Kin Faux live in our Texas Country Lounge. Rico, Emily, Jakey hanging out with us. Thank you all again for coming in. I like to, especially when I see fiddles, violin. Did you start playing violin? And did mom throw you in lessons? How did that start for you? Both of y'all. It's always interesting. It's always interesting when I see. So you started classically, or is
I started classically at 4, yeah. And
4?
my dad was really into bluegrass music, so I started playing that about like 6. And then did bluegrass, did a lot of Irish Celtic music, and found country maybe like high school.
Can you play me some classical right quick? Just a riff. Can you play a classical riff? I just love to hear some. Here we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Speaking of new music, you got a new Yar in works of production,
Oh, yeah.
and you gave me this. This is for the new single. Talk
That-
about the new single.
So check this out. We have this single that's out, and we've actually taken a different approach to this. We want to package our whole. We packaged our whole spring tour off this one single. It's called "Hey Senorita," and it's a little Tex-Mex feel. You know, he has a yeah. You did? What'd you think? Really? What do you?
Thank you.
There's yeah, we have them for sale.
Is this like a Dia de los Muertos?
Yes, Dia de los Muertos. Yeah, it's Sugar Skull.
You didn't give me no love for what I was trying to say there.
I passed over it. I glanced
Just
over.
glanced right over.
Yeah, I
me.
had to. I was trying to help you.
Sugar Skull.
No, yes.
Beautiful.
No, so it's a fun song, and it's basically it's a song. It's a story, right? And it's like kind of like mystic, and it's about this caballero, this cowboy going into a town, and he meets this girl, and she like.
I mean, is she real? Is she a vision? Is she an apparition? Maybe all three? Who knows?
Do you feel that from listening to it?
Really strong tequila.
Yeah. Thank you. Really strong tequila. Did you see that? Oh man. So no, that's a song. That's our new single going out right now, and hopefully you like it, Eric. I mean, I don't know.
Loved it. Played it. It's already in rotation.
Thank you, bro.
Are y'all playing that live as the acoustic group?
We can, but
We have.
We have.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I ask if you can, because I don't want you to do it if you're not ready prepared for it.
Oh, well. No? You let him spin it?
I'll spin it.
All right.
Well, it's always good if in radio world they want you to spin it because you get to spin, and then we turn it in, and that turns into more spins. It gets you number one right, exactly. So yeah.
No.
And we'll give it a spin.
So no, yes, that's what's going on in our lives right now. It's all Hey Senorita. We're about to do a weekend drop of the photos from last weekend, and every single stage it's really cool. I mean, we deck it out from the video screens to all the banners on stage to the drum heads to our bass player he took those bandanas and they fit perfectly on his cabinet, like his bass amp.
Nice.
It's really cool. So
will you do the song with horns? Will you bring horns and try to do that eventually?
There might be we haven't talked, a big show coming up at Billy Bob's. I don't know, bring some horns in. The whole ska section. I mean,
it's a great tune. I love that you brought horns in. I'm like, all right.
I was gonna say, we keep getting. I'm like, it's a Mavericks feel, Los Lonely Boys kind of Santana, and they're like, no, it's Ricky Martin. She's into superstition.
We all wanted him to break out into that at the Super Bowl a couple of weeks back. I was hoping he would do it. It would have won me over, but it's all right.
We'll do that in private.
All right, we got time for a couple more. Do us another song.
What do you want to do? How about? Okay, we'll do that one. All right, talk about it.
Dirks Bentley, right?
Dirks Bentley, yes.
Sure.
Yes, I see that. All right, so here's the deal. It's an easy song to sing along to, and I know some of you guys are shy. We're kind of chill, it's a chill environment. But if you want to sing, just kind of sing it with us. These old boots still got a lot of ground they ain't covered yet. There's at least another 1,000,000 miles left on this old bus trip. If you think I'm gonna settle down, I got news for you. That's right. I still got a lot of leaving left to do. Yeah. And as long as there's a song left on this old guitar, it's pretty old strings. But there's a life I'm bound to live, ain't for the faint of heart. You won't fall for me, know what's good for you. I still got a lot of leaving left to do. It's tribal, come on. I guess the Lord made me hard to handle. Loving me might be a long shot gamble. Before you go and turn me on, make sure that you can turn me loose. I still got a lot of leaving left to do. Come on in. You look like you might be an angel. Well, I won't lie, hey girl, I can love you like the devil wanted me to tonight. We could talk about forever for a day or two. Try with me, 'cause I still got a lot of leaving. Hey. Left to do. Don't be shy, y'all. Come on. I guess the Lord made me hard to handle. Loving me might be a long shot gamble. Yeah. 'Cause before you go and turn me on, make sure that you can turn me loose. I still got Austin. Got a lot of leaving left to do. Hey, what do y'all say we turn that fiddle loose right now? Come on. Can I get a yeehaw? Here we go. Yeah.
Give a hand. Kin Faux up here. And multitasking, that's probably, my brain was trying to go through what you were thinking of when that string breaks. Because first of all, it breaks. Some people would go, can we start over? They would literally stop. But no, the show must go on. So he had to mute. If you didn't notice that, he turned his guitar off. Then he had to make that string and get it out of the way. And then while he's doing that, probably in your brain going, what do I do here? Do I just keep going? No. And singing the song. And then you had to retune. So you're looking at a tuner down there while he's doing that. As he's singing the song, give Rico a hand. That's hard to do, man. My brain was trying to figure it all out, going, he's doing this all on the fly, and I've seen artists do it before, but I've also seen Eric Clapton got his slow hand man mantra because he stopped and had the crowd. Eric Clapton was playing a venue, and he broke a string, and it's where he got the nickname Slow Hand Man. So he decided to change the string and just started having the crowd clap very slowly. While he went and got another string, and slowly, instead of singing, he just stopped the show, but not you. The show must go on for Rico.
Awesome, dude. That's so fun, though.
So,
That, man.
so good job over there, Rico.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd have probably
Thank
stopped.
you so much for having us today, dude.
Thank you for coming and doing this.
I've missed you so much.
Miss you, man. You do not.
Yeah, we have.
Rico and I have had some fun over the years. Some of these award shows, some of my favorite memories of Kin Faux has not just been in studio, but with some of the award shows where you own the award show, and it's some, you know,
I
getting
paid him to say all this, by the way.
all of it.
Right, Jakey and I were like, oh, what can you do to get him to say some smart stuff about us?
But getting to come up here on, you know, you guys are doing what we call a radio tour. They got the new single out, so they don't force you. You get to do this, right?
Yeah, man.
But going door to door, knocking on radio's door, and hoping they play in the single, and hoping they will. And obviously, we were playing it because y'all heard it on the way over here, right? And, see, and I wasn't playing it just because you were in the door either. I don't do that. Congratulations on all your success. Congratulations to you two, and making some beautiful music, and with a new album that's coming out very, very soon, and new music. So,
Thank you, brother.
best of luck to you guys. Yeah.
Hey, well, anytime you come by, we'll come stop by and just
All right. You got one more in you?
hang out. We got one more, right, Jakey? All right. So, y'all down? We get a little honky tonk in here. Yeah. All right. This was our very first #1 to Texas radio, and for us, it's a huge deal. I remember sitting backstage at Lukenbach, Texas. We're about to go on, and we got the chart out, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I don't know why. I know why, because it's a huge deal. But I had this overwhelming emotion with the boys before going on stage, and hey, #1. It's a song called.
Did you cry?
I did. I sat on those stairs going up the stage, and this is so weird. Why am I crying? But yeah, this is a fun song, and I'm not afraid to call myself a Christian man. And someday, hopefully, I die and go to heaven, and we all do. And it's we hope there's a honky tonk up there to have some fun, huh? Well, I lived my life somewhere between Jack and Jesus, between Folsom Prison Blues, and I saw a light. Hell, I know I'm washed in the blood and I'm a believer, but nobody gets out of this crazy world alive. Nah, baby. So I hope that there's a honky-tonk in heaven. Hey, and if there's a bar, I hope that they stocked it well. I hope that there's a honky-tonk in heaven, 'cause when I get there, I'm gonna raise a little hell. Oh, come on. When that whistle blows, I know where I'm headed. To where those neon angels know my name. If I die tonight, yeah, I know I'm forgiven. Yeah, baby. Boy, St. Peter, if it's all the same, come on. Hey. So I hope that there's a honky-tonk in heaven. And if there's a bar, I hope that they stocked it well. I hope that there's a honky-tonk in heaven. Let's go, baby. Because when I get there, we're gonna raise a little hell. Raise it, baby, come on. Come on. I'm gonna walk right up to old Waving. Hey. Or maybe buy him a drink. Or maybe bum a light. I know. Well, I know damn well even Jesus had a good time. 'Cause he's the one that turned that water into wine. You know what I'm talking about. 'Cause I hope that there's a honky-tonk in heaven. Let's go. When there's a bar, I hope that they stocked it well. I hope that there's a honky-tonk in heaven. But when I get there, I'm gonna raise a little hell. Yeah, when we get there, we're gonna raise a little hell. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. Let's raise it, come on. 1, 2, 1, 2. .9, come on, hey! Thank y'all so much. Yeah.
Emily, Jakey, Rico, give it up for Kin Faux. Thank y'all for being the Faux family today and coming out and giving up your lunch and being a part of this and being a lot of y'all have come to all of these, so thank y'all for that. And come back next time. Best of luck. Thank y'all for coming by today.
Hopefully get to see you soon.
You will.
And all you guys, come out to the show. We'd love to have y'all.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Go ahead. Oh,
yeah, we'll be at
absolutely.
Copeland on Friday. It's the closest one here. So you guys, if you have no plans on Friday, even if you do, cancel them. Right, Jake? And make room. Yeah, well, there's plenty of space there, I'll tell you. Copeland Dance Hall. And the cool thing about that, real fast, I talk too much, but they just got bought out by and they have a new stage, new sound system. It's going to be real fresh, so we're excited. So come on, see the new show.
If people want to find you online and the socials and all that, they got to spell your name right. So go ahead for people that are listening and not watching.
KINFAUX, kinfaux.com. And we have merch, music, movies.
Movies. Okay.
Yeah, Kin Faux TV.
Love it. No, I know you were being serious. I was like, all right.
Not those. Never mind.
No, you had this merch. The Hey Senorita merch that's out right now.
Yes, we got shirts, bandanas, all that cool stuff. And merch is our lifeblood as any artist, right? So that helps us get down the road. So thank you in advance for helping us out. And thank you, Eric, for always doing everything for us, man. We appreciate you.
Hit the merch table. I tell everybody before I walk off the stage to go support live music, go see a band that you've never seen before, and buy their merch because it does put, gas in the 15-passenger van or the 45-foot Prevost, whichever it is, and to buy new tires, the trailer that blow out early and often, and a new string for the guitar.
There you go.
One more hand for Kin Faux, everybody.
Guys.
Thank y'all for coming out. Before you leave, go take a picture and make sure you tag us so we can share the photos online. And again, thank you guys.
Please. Yeah, thank you so much. Good to meet y'all.